Hey guys, so it's Blaze, and holy crap, I need to see now. So, yeah, I'm sure many of you have heard of the mod Clay Soldiers. So, if you haven't, it's basically a little mod, excuse me, and it makes these little clay soldiers. Basically, you can do that by either one, you can, wait, crap, too many items. There it goes. Okay, so you can either use dirt, or you can use clay and soul sand. It's like, you can make it by doing this, which makes 4 of these little guys for every 1 soul sand and clay soul thingy you have, or you can take this, this, and this, and make 16 of them, which is more efficient, especially because it's dirt, which is not that useful. And so yeah, pretty much the dirt can make a full stack, by the way, instead of just 4 of them, because the full stack is 16. So yeah, though, as you can tell right here, this is like a little red guy village. It's like, let me fly already. Come on, let me fly. There it goes. So pretty much, like, recently the new update allowed you to be able to use the spawner GUI mod of Risagamis, and the thing allowed you to make so that you can change these to make different types of little clay soldiers spawn. So now I have a blue one set up here, and they're like the offensive team that's kind of slow and weaker, and I made them in the start. And then here I got the yellow guys over here, which are a lot stronger, and because the area is smaller and stuff, they rush faster. So then, like, over here, you got a DEFCON 1 thing, which is basically like the military base. And what I mean by that is basically, this little building, they built themselves. I just gave him some wood, and he built it automatically. I just put a chest in. And see, so this is all the defensive items they can use, really, for the most part. So then over here, you got the armory, which is all the offensive build things, like flint, sticks, and gravel. Then over here you got a mine, which is another place where they can get some flint and gravel. You got this cemetery, which says RIP, by the way. And this is basically where I put all the dead guys at, and so they can actually bring them back to life using clay. So then I also have a little ordnance thing I set up out of boredom. It's like there. So like if I come up here, then let's see now, so I take a minecart, I set it up so that if I put it on this track, send it down, it'll automatically dispense a random gift from one crate. Oh crap. Come on, fly. It'll randomly dispense a random gift from that crate that I use to, basically just give them some random power-up thing. Here it automatically dispenses clay. See? It's like, it can dispense one of these items that they'll use. Here, it's like a gamble. It'll either give them good things, aka saplings, wood, bone meal, and diamonds. Or of course that gun, which I need to pick up, by the way. Got it. Yeah, by the way, that gun is a World War II weapons mod. That's for a whole nother day. But like, pretty much, here you got, the sapling, which is, basically I'm going to plant it into a tree. And when it fully grows, I will use that tree, and I'll destroy it and turn it into wood, which they can use to make houses. You also got the wood, which is just speeding up the process, basically, and I give them 10 wood. You got bone meal, which basically I just use to speed up the crops over there, because they can eat watermelon slices and wheat to refill their health. And then of course you get the monster spawner, which basically means I'll just put some red spawner somewhere in their village, and basically then they'll just constantly get more troops. And then the diamond, which makes the ultimate super soldier, right there. And then of course there's the gun, which I'll get to in a minute. But then there's the black brawlers, which are basically these like black guys that are stronger than all the other mobs, but more aggressive. And they're so aggressive, they'll even attack each other. So when one of those comes out of the dispenser, I just know, and I just put in like 2, 4. Basically, I put in a random number of them into the map, either, well, from any number from 1 to 16. And then if it's a green one, that basically just means I'll build a whole new spawn point area for the green ones, and they'll just invade from there. So that then they'll be invaded from 3 sides instead of 2. And since it was a gun, I get to do my fun job. So like, let's see, now that's a Thompson, because that's the gun I like the most in this thing. So basically, I come over here and my thing. Wait, only 1 mag, because the rest are overkill. Basically, I'm just gonna go kill some stuff using the Thompson to help them out a bit. But yeah, as you can tell, the right guys have been busy with killing. Let's just see how many they killed and get a body count. Okay, so they killed 7 yellows and 11 blues. So I use these trapdoors to get in and out, like out on the walls and stuff. And then once I'm up here, I can just jump up and down and stuff. But if you ever do this idea thing, you have to remember to close the trapdoors when you're done. It's like, I guess one of the biggest... Hey, you, kid, get out here. You're not allowed to get out here. Get, alright. Yeah, sometimes they get out. It's really annoying. Ah! I don't even know how they're getting out. Die. Stand still so I can kill you. Although, if you're wondering, I used, a nice little invention called MC Edit to get this thing to be flat. Because I'm too lazy in a custom map like this, that's where they're spawning at. So yeah, sometimes, because I have those spawners, you have to make sure that they won't spawn outside. Which I'm fixing right now. So as you can tell, I just patched up that area. Let's see now. Instant mine. So I'm too lazy to whatchamacallit. Take the time to destroy something. So instant mine. There. Now it's off. So now, pretty much, time to have fun. I think... Great, stupid little blue guys. Okay, where are you spawning at? 1, 2, 1, 2. So I have a feeling they're spawning out here somewhere. So I just love getting on my nerves by spawning outside the map. And stuff. Okay, so now, to get revenge. Holy crap, what is that gun? Yeah, it's a Thompson. It's so laggy on the screen that it's like semi-auto. So basically, whenever they get a box thing, basically go and kill some enemies. It's pretty fun, actually. Only problem is, because of recording it right now, it's so laggy that I literally just turned a submachine gun into a semi-auto gun. Oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Except, like, I don't really know the benefit of this, but it sure is fun. We'll see, that guy just lost some armor. So I guess it makes some waste. But yeah, you always want to combine this with other mods, such as single-player commands and 2-minute items are the ones I recommend. Because if it rains, you can turn it off. If you run out of resources, you can just use 2-minute items and spawn some more. You can instant mine using, whatchamacallit. Then another mod you can use is Better Than Wolves, because that's a really fun one with this. Although I just don't use it, because I just get bored of it quickly. Die. Great amount of ammo. So yeah, basically now you have it. There's my World War II weapon ordnance thing. Basically now I'm done with that, I just put it back in there. I used too many items to delete all that. So like, as you can see over here, I've got some things to harvest. So I come over here, I destroy all you. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably destroyed one that wasn't even ready yet, but oh well. Now I've also got these pumpkins, which I'm using basically for jack-o'-lanterns. Again, I'm not sure exactly the benefit of these, though, but they're fun. So I like jack-o'-lanterns. Makes it more Halloween-y. And I think that on Halloween I might, like, ambush them with, whatchamacallit, like, a whole bunch of enemies just for the fun of it if they don't have enough jack-o'-lanterns. Although I might have made jack-o'-lanterns a currency, which I'll get back to in a minute, once I get to the cactus section. So yeah, like, a lot of times people just make simple battle map things using this, which I'll probably make in a different video and demonstrate that. But for this video I decided to show more of my RPG sort of style use for these little soldier guys. But yeah, one thing I learned the hard way, never put them near a chest full of valuable items. So I can tell, like, right there's a market, and that's basically just a chest that I put all the food goods in. So let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, dose. Let's see, no. Oh, there's wood. So that's where I put all the wood when I collected from the saplings. It's like, that's their main house base thing that I first used. It's like, over here I have the sugar cane, which is basically just a farm I use to make sugar. And you see the sugar, when eaten by the clay soldiers, makes them go really crazy and fast and stuff. So, look, I just take some sugar, just throw it out, and then they run after it. See? Then they eat it up and they have sugar rushes. I take these, find the torches, because I'm a lot faster with finding torches than I am at finding jack-o'-lanterns. Basically, then I just place these over places to make, like, lighter and stuff. Because, you know, jack-o'-lanterns are more bright and fun than, whatchamacallits. But you also have to make sure that when you put a jack-o'-lantern up, it's impossible for them to escape the map afterwards. Right as I say that, I see a little clay soldier guy in the distance who escaped the map, somehow. And a lot of you probably think I'm just joking about that, but I'm serious. I seriously just saw, like, a little clay soldier. Yeah, I think I'll just... Hey, better not fall in there. So I'll just fill that up. Put jack-o'-lantern in there. That looks a lot nicer. Let's put him in the Pentagon. Let's put you at the farm. It's like, this is like a little farmy place. See, it's got all, like, the food and stuff. See, like, again, I went really in depth with this place. You guys don't have to do this. I chose to. And, like, I usually send a minecart down there every, like, morning and every night time, right when both things start. Then once the tree's fully grown, I just harvest it and stuff. Then over here I have my cactus farm. This is where I collect the cactus, obviously. Basically, what I do with the cactus is, once I collect it all, I replant some of it. And then, let's see now, so... say about... Oh, see ya. That's what you get for going to my cactus farm. I have a fence gate there for a reason. So I just put it in here. And once there's 20 cactus thingies in there, that just means it's time for me to give them an extra ordnance for free. I like need to collect my tree. So, you know, for this I think I'm gonna get a golden axe. You guys are probably wondering why golden and not diamond. It's because with too many items you're able to make things that are, like, infinitely indestructible tools. And that's pretty much what I did. So I just made an indestructible tool using gold, since gold is faster than diamond. I just made it also indestructible. So, like, if they don't get a sapling from this tree, I'm just not even gonna plant another one until they get another one from the ordnance. So yeah, no, crap. Stupid clay cam. I expect a video in the future of using the clay cam. Now I just put the wood in there. Now if they want to, they can just go get some items from it. Now it's time to be lazy and ignore the farm. I'm supposed to harvest that every time it gets finished, but I don't feel like it. Now instead it's time to use the ceremonial minecart. You can't ride down the minecart though, because if you do, then, you know, it can be a problem just because you, like, just pick up all the items. So let's see, now I feel like being merciless today. So where's the black guys? There they are. Now Aurora. As you can tell, they're mostly killing each other, although they're supposed to be killing the red guys. to remember how many I put down. That I know how many are still alive and where they are and stuff. So we got one red dead. So we're waiting for 3 more. One more left. There he is. So now since we had 1 fatality, we just put him in there. They're supposed to go revive them eventually. So now I'll just explain the power-ups real quickly. I'm going to come over here. So like, you got the feather. That's just used as parachute, so that they don't fall to their deaths. You got the pork chop. That's just, basically when they get weak, they use it, they eat it, and they get more health. Then you got the sugar. With the sugar, I already explained it. They eat it, they go faster. Iron ingots. Basically, like, usually when you hit a mob, well, they get sent far back a bit. Like, this one makes them heavier, so that then, for one thing, I think they fall faster. They can't use feathers. They might not be able to ride horses and Pegasuses. And they also cannot get knocked too far back. Slime balls you saw when the black guys respawn, they basically just make a mob stuck in place. Glass is used to make those little goggles you saw earlier, and a single block can be used by an unlimited amount of these little guys, just like with flint and wool. And pretty much the glass just makes them so that they can see farther. Horses they can ride, and obviously it gives them speed and stuff, and agility. Glowstone dust, they use it and then they glow in the dark. Now right now there's a bug, so it doesn't work, but it's probably just because of the new lighting system, and I think the Clay Soldiers inventor is trying to fix it. Now they also got redstone. With redstone, they use it as like a powder, and it blinds the enemy a bit, so that they can't really see and stuff. And of course, so I explained those. Oh yeah, clay balls. So basically, with a clay ball, you got it, and they'll use it to revive their teammates. And like, you know, if someone's dead, they'll just revive the teammate with it. And I think it works on 4 clay soldiers for a single clay ball. And over here you got sticks. They're just like a stick to a clay soldier is like a sword to a human. Then you got flint. Flint is used to sharpen the sticks, and it makes it so that the sticks are stronger. And a single flint can be used for an unlimited amount of clay soldiers. But other than flint, wool, and the other thing I mentioned earlier, glass, these things are 1 per soldier. And you also got gravel. Gravel is like a rock. Basically, they throw it, and it hurts the clay soldiers. Here you got this. So you got food, which I already explained before. Any type of food, I think, other than bread and cake. Actually, bread works, just not cake. Basically, all the foods other than cake have the same effect and just heal a soldier. Now you got leather. It's basically used for basic armor. Well, it's redundant. So, it makes them have more health, I think, or they're just resistant to more damage. Now you got wool. I'm not sure if wool actually helps them at all, but it makes a little decorative lace on their armor, which really looks nice. So over here you got the farm thing. So you got basically just everything that was in that defensive place. So now you got oh yeah, the Pegasus. Basically the Pegasus, they just fly it around places. It's like a horse except it flies. And you can use it to fight and stuff. So this mod is a lot more fun than it looks. And I really suggest that you guys try it out. So, in the description, I shall be putting a link to the MCF page where you can download this mod from. I'm also going to be making more videos of this in the near future. So, see you guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and also download this mod. It's really fun. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. That's also redundant. So, see ya.